My name is Sarah, and in today's video we are talking about how to read faster. So if you're interested, I got some really great tips, some things that you probably didn't even think of, so keep on watching. Welcome. If it's your first time coming to my channel, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get more great content. We do personal development and business type content here on this channel. And if you've been here from day one, thank you so much for all of your support. Today's video, we gotta get into this how to read faster thing, because in a previous video, in my how to read more books, I'll link it either in the cards or in the description bar below, we talked about different ways of getting more books in for the year. But how about actually reading those books faster, which in turn helps you to read more books for the year? So if you haven't watched that video, continue to watch this one. We want you to finish watching this one. And then when you're done, go ahead and check out that video, because the tips that I'm giving in this video are different from the ones in that one. So let's jump right into it. If you're a physical or digital book reader, sometimes I used to do this too. So I'm going to tell you that this is actually slowing you down when you read. Do not read out loud. Your speaking speed and your thinking speed are way different. You think a lot faster than you speak. So if you're, let me grab a book here. So that you're reading a book and you're going through the pages, and as you're going along, you're actually saying the words out loud. You're actually slowing yourself down. You have to pronounce every single word. It slows you down. It's making it harder for you to actually read through the chapters faster and of course finish the book so you can get on to the next one. So don't read aloud. Read in your mind. Just follow along with the words, but don't actually speak them. I learned this trick and it changed things, because sometimes, you know, when you're on your own, you do like to maybe read the book out loud. Who knows? But it is slowing you down. If you're trying to read more books, it is going to slow you down. So no more reading out loud. Tip number 2 is listen to your audiobooks at 2 or even 3 times the normal speed. Now I know you're probably thinking, what? That's crazy. I'm never gonna understand it. Trust me. It's like what I said before. Your thinking speed is way faster than you could even imagine. I actually learned this tidbit through another YouTube channel. They were interviewing a CEO and he was mentioning that he has like barely any time. So when he does have time, he listens to audiobooks and he listens to them at 3 times the speed. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? I love listening to audiobooks, and sometimes I would even think that, you know, the narrator is speaking really slow for me. I wish they would talk faster, and I never even thought, just change the speed, Sarah. So it takes a minute. So what I would tell you to do is, if you're used to listening to your audiobooks on normal, gradually get up to the 3 times speed part. Start off at like 75 more, go up to 1 more, then go up to 125 more, then go to 150 or 2 or whatever. But as you get used to it, you'll notice that you are picking up the words, you are able to hear what the person's saying, and you're still retaining the information, which is important. Do you know, like, come on, think about it. If you have a 4-hour audiobook and you're listening to it at 3 times the speed, you can knock that bad boy out in no time, right? And go on to the next book. So I would highly recommend just trying it out. You know what, if it doesn't work for you, fine, but take your time with it. I started off doing, I think, 75 more than normal, and then I gradually worked my way up. And now, actually, one of my nighttime things that I do is I listen to books at 3 times the speed, really, really low at night. It helps me to sleep, and yeah, it's some of that, I like to call it that subconscious learning while I'm asleep, so try it out. The 3rd tip is listen to music while you're reading your books. Now, let me be clear. You gotta listen to music that doesn't have words. So classical music has been proven to be a great calming type of relaxing music that helps you focus, helps you to retain the information, because it's just like this nice background noise that isn't distracting. I don't listen to classical music while I'm reading, but what I do listen to, and maybe you guys are into it too, I listen to chill hop and lo-fi type beats. And there's no words, it's just instrumentals. It's really calm and chill. It's got this like, you know, hip hop, R&B, jazzy kind of vibe to it. And it's just something in the background. It helps my mind to focus on what it is I'm doing. I listen to this stuff even while I'm at work, when I'm doing like, you know, the administrative type stuff. It really helps to boost my energy and keep me going through the more like mundane kind of day-to-day things. So try that. It doesn't have to be classical music. Shoot, it doesn't even have to be chill hop, but find something that you like that doesn't have words. And it can't be the instrumentals to songs that you know, because your mind is gonna sing the words. So it has to be music that doesn't have words. And the fourth tip, this one you might not know about. So while you're reading, a really great tip to keep you focused is to actually trace the sentence that you're reading at the time. So if you're starting here, you just trace it with your finger or maybe a pen, whatever works. What this does is it prevents visual regression. And what visual regression is, you don't even notice, you're not conscious that you're doing this, but when you're reading a physical or a digital book, as you're reading from left to right, what'll happen is, for example, say that the sentence says, she went for a walk in the park. As you're reading it across the page, you're actually reading she, then she went to the park, she went to the park for a walk. Now imagine if your brain is doing that every single time you read a sentence. It's taking you way longer to get through a book. But if you use your fingers or a pencil or a pen to trace, now your eyes and your brain are following your finger, and you're just going one word at a time and going. You can look it up, it's called visual regression. You do it without even realizing it, but it is hindering your reading, it's slowing you down, and you can get through so much more books. So if you're a die-hard physical book reader, try that and you'll retain it. Little side note, I don't know if when you read physical books you ever notice that you'll be reading and you reread a sentence because you didn't realize you already read it. Visual regression does kind of adds to that, so eliminate it. Just trace with your fingers or a pen or pencil. So that's it for today's video. Those are my 4 really quick tips. I'm telling you, start implementing them today into your reading and you will read more books and you'll read them faster. If you haven't already liked this video, go ahead, like, comment. Let me know how many books you're planning on reading this year. What's your goal? Let's talk about it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.